Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting edition of Omnibroslive on a Thursday night, manga night. Today we got some cool news to talk about, some unexpected solicitations, if you will, some new manga that are coming out from famous creators, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So thank you everybody for joining. Thank you to the people in the chat. They're starting to type right now. That's awesome. Thank you everybody. Really appreciate the support as always. If you want to help out the channel, hit the like button, share the video, subscribe. That's very important. Subscribe to the Omnibus Collectors Network. It'll mean a ton to all of us. And with all of that said, it's your boy Gio here, back again, petitioning for that Inhumans Omnibus. I'm still at it, yes. And I am joined by Mr. the Omnibus Collector. How you doing, brother?
It's like Dr. Mrs. the Monarch from Venture Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got it.
Girl, like gets married to the monarch, and then she changes her name to Dr. Mrs. the Monarch. Yeah, that's what I was going. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not Dr. Mr. the Omnibus Collector. So yeah, I'm doing well. What's up? How are you?
Doing okay. It's been a pretty draining day, but that's because all of June so far, we've been struck with a massive heat wave.
Ooh.
Where most days minimum it'd be like 95 degrees, but it feels like past 100. And the other day it was like 118 or something like that. I haven't been able to go out much because the sun is so intense. I'm like, I can't be out and about. I'm sorry. So I haven't been doing much. But aside from that, it's all good. You get to talk about some cool books and hang out with awesome, amazing people. So I can't complain too much.
You had a somewhat of a win this week for the Inhumans with that Marvel Legends.
Yes, I have it pre-ordered through BBTS. I got the Karnak figure. I do not care about what's this guy's name? Cho, Hulk, whatever.
Oh, they also.
If you want to build it, I'll send you the build-a-figure thing.
I had no idea. All I saw, I didn't know it was a whole wave. I thought it was a single figure announcement.
Oh no, it's the Amadeus Cho Awesome Hulk wave or something.
Okay, well, you've got Karnak. So who from the Inhumans royal family do you have currently?
I have Black Bolt from a wave that I can't remember. I got the Walgreens Medusa, Miss Marvel, because regardless of what happens in the movies or in the comic books now, she will always be an Inhuman to me, and that's about it. There's nothing else.
So they've
on the 6-inch scale.
They've got a good amount, like, because then they'll probably do Triton and
Gorgon
and stuff, and eventually you'll get
Lockjaw.
You'll get a Lockjaw. So and Maximus or Maximus the Mad. Yeah.
So
I think do all of those.
Yeah, I think they'll do. They've done that in the past, where every wave has one member of a team.
Yeah,
and eventually that way they can help fans, build their thing or whatever team. In this case, the royal family. So I'm excited. Hopefully, like you said, Gorgon and Triton are next.
So some sort of a win for the Inhumans fans.
Yes, super excited about that. I wasn't excited about the price though, because I've been out of the Marvel Legends game for so long. I think for like 5 years now, or 4 years now. When I saw the price, it's like almost $30 for a 6-inch figure. I'm like, damn, okay, Hasbro, all right, take my money, I guess.
I guess I've been out for a little bit because the last I saw they were like 22.
Oh, they've been going up, and especially if you get the deluxe editions, they're like 35 or something. It's getting up there.
Well, we have a few manga and anime related topics to talk about today, but shit, I could have segued into an ad.
Yes, I held my tongue to see what would happen, but
yeah, as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Damn it, I forgot." But Now you can't get the Inhumans figures on our wonderful sponsor, but the comics that they're based on and the manga that we're going to be talking about can all be found at instocktrades.com.
Heck yes, beautiful, my dude. Great deals that range from 42 to sometimes 60% off. You get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, and manga, and so much more. Great deals all around. If you place an order of $50 or more in the US, you get free shipping. And if you place an order on a week-by-week basis, you get a sweet loyalty discount that adds an extra 2% to your order. So that book that you're looking at, for example, Wonder Woman Historia, you could have gotten that for 52% off. That's amazing. You're not going to get that at that other website. You get it at instocktrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibroslive here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Also, let me remind you guys that at the end of the month, this month should be on the 26th of June, we're going to do a gift card giveaway valued at $50, open to anybody out there in the world. You just got to show up, participate in the chat, hang out with us on that stream, and you're in the running for a $50 gift card, courtesy of our sponsor, instocktrades.com. Fantastic customer service, wonderful shipping, IST, as the boys say. InStock Trades, the official sponsor of Omnibroslive. So shout out to InStock Trades. And yeah, some of the deals of the week. I don't think the rest of the Omnibros showed them off yesterday, but we had a lot of fun. And by fun, I mean we just kind of roasted this book in particular, the Ladies of Spider-Man variant.
It's kind of,
yeah, we were not fans of it. Let's just say that much.
Random variant for that book to have, because Black Cat's getting her own omnibus later,
and that's a bad MJ. I'm sorry, Humberto Ramos.
Yeah, her neck is way too long, and her head is too way too. Yeah, MJ has her own series that honestly was really good and should get from like 3 years ago. That's getting some sort of a special edition of. Did I buy that Power Rangers? I feel like I skipped it by accident this week.
The deluxe edition, and of course you got some manga here from Dragon Ball Super, Ayashimon Volume 2, all that fun stuff. You got some top sellers. So yeah, lots of cool stuff to check out, guys. And go to InStock Trades and buy some books. Let's see over here. Javier, looking forward for the live tomorrow for the Viz releases. You know what sucks? I want them to announce things on a freaking Thursday so that we can talk about it and not be a week late. Like right now, the topics that we're going to talk about tonight, they're a week old. I mean, I don't care. I know that you guys don't care because this is a Thursday show. But like, come on, throw us a bone. You know, it feels like sometimes we're the last horse crossing the finish line with this.
We need to get like another sponsor on board that'll do a Tuesday show for us, like specifically for the manga show, and then we can do like a Tuesday, and then have like 2 shows a week where we can do all the news and stuff.
That'd be awesome. We need to work on that. Hopefully we can make it happen this year.
Something from today. So we're not super old. It's not really news, but it's something that showed up on Twitter earlier. You may have seen it. Some people viewing may have seen it. But there was something with creator Sui Ishida where he was talking about how much he works on his currently Chojin X. And I tweeted about it earlier. Let me get my tweet so that I can look at it, share it.
I have to admit, I saw the tweet and I was busy with work and did not read what was happening. So this is new to me.
So I sent the thing to you. The original tweet is from Manga Magura Ri. In a recent interview, Tokyo Ghoul creator Sui Ishida revealed that he's working on Chojin X completely alone without any assistance. He's drawing on average 10 hours per day in special situations, up to 30 hours in one go. Sometimes as low as 5 hours. Also, he doesn't really consider Tokyo Ghoul a success, as he considers a success when he feels that he has drawn something well. That was the original tweet, and I retweeted to share my thoughts, and a lot of people share the same thoughts as me. I'm not special. That there
We're
are
all
people in the comments who are praising him and calling him the GOAT and stuff, praising him for working 30 hours in a row, like nonstop.
that's a shitty mentality. I'm sorry.
People need to stop. Like, we've talked about this so many times. That's why I said I don't need to regurgitate all the issues. But like, he doesn't even, this series doesn't have deadlines, so he's doing it to himself at this point. And I had some, I don't wish to like highlight them, but I did have some people comment saying like, you know, it's like, it's impressive or whatever that he's doing this. It's his own passion for creating and stuff like that. Yeah, but also that passion is very heavily driven by the expectations that are placed on him by the industry and by fans. And that in particular is a lot of what drove Kentaro Miura to work himself to death. Because he would put in his like author notes, he would say stuff about how like, oh, I'm working so much or like whatever, but I don't want to upset my readers and my fans. Like, I want to make sure that they're happy. And it's like, you have that mentality because he had that mentality because the readers of Berserk before he passed were so terrible to him about all the breaks that he was taking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, constantly just like, you know, when are we ever going to get another chapter? Miura's busy doing whatever. Like, I think he would play video games or something and they'd get mad at him for like taking time off.
Oh, because there was an RPG or JRPG or something, and he would collab with that and make like Berserk collaborations or whatever, and people get like super upset. And I'm like, dude, just let him do whatever the hell he wants.
So we have it there. We have, you know, Togashi, of course, overworked to the point that he has chronic health issues, and that's what we should be concerned about. And like, yeah, at this time he's doing it to himself, but there's a lot of outside factors that would push someone to feel like they need to do that.
It's a serious thing, the overworking and all that stuff in Japan. It's not for fun. It's not like, oh, I want to do this because I'm such a badass creator. I'm like, you gotta, at some point, people need to realize that work culture is ingrained there, and it's very different from ours, and it has led to some horrendous things that have happened outside of the manga stuff, just working in general in Japan.
And I didn't realize all of this before, but he rushed the ending for Tokyo Ghoul Re because of his health issues, which were including but not limited to, he lost his sense of taste because he worked himself so hard on that series.
Wow. Tokyo Ghoul as a success is wild with how popular it is or has been. Yeah.
I think that his definition of that being a success or not might be partially because, like I said, he rushed the ending and was not happy. Like, he probably isn't happy about that. I think that it's crazy that, like, I have no issues with him saying like, I do it alone without any assistance. Like, whatever, you want to do it without assistance, that's fine. But like, when you don't have deadlines to meet, I feel like you should probably not work yourself as hard. Like, unless like he's like Beat the Vandal Buster, where he's up for like 72 hours and then he sleeps for 24 hours. You know, that's the only time where I'd be like, he has like a senzu bean or something like crazy shit. Not to get too dorky about it, but like that, it's just not okay. Like, I'm sorry. And people from my perspective, if you're sitting there and still saying like, no, this is great, he's so impressive and it's an impressive thing to see, you're putting his creation above him, creation above creator. But just know, like, you don't get the creation without the creator, and the creation is going to suffer when the creator suffers.
Exactly. And then something, I mean, I'm not wishing that on anybody, but then something happens, and then you see all those other people that were commenting that and be like, oh, why do you do that? Oh my gosh, what? No.
Yep. So that was today. The only other thing I think from today was that we have the Viz announcements tomorrow, which I think Javier already mentioned. I'll be going on Twitch live tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out. I might do a short impromptu tonight because I'm trying to figure out how to do guests on a stream. So just like a short one to figure out how that works, and then tomorrow at it'll be 10:30 my time, 8:30 PST. I'll go live on Twitch, and I'm hoping that I can have Colleen join as a guest because they helped with my bingo board, as well as some of our other friends helping us with that.
Yeah, I will be working, so don't.
Yeah, I knew that.
Don't expect a cameo from your boy. But
I would have been like, "Yo, come on in."
yeah, but if you guys are up for the after party, if you do the test in a bit, you can join on the channel on twitch.tv Omnibus Collector, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Omnibus Collector. There you go. H Field, thank you for joining. Same with William and everybody else. Appreciate it. We got a bunch of random news here. Let's start with Kodansha with 2 June digital announcements. And it has been proven if you read it enough, I guess, and there's enough demand, maybe they'll want to print it out. So don't disregard digital announcements just because they're digital.
If you read it, they will come.
Yeah. So here we have just 2 books. The first one is Peachy Peachy Pitch Aqua. Mermaid Melody, Peachy Peachy Pitch Aqua. That's a weird title, but it's a mermaid thing, so I'm kind of tempted to read it just because I've been exposed to mermaid manga over the past 2 years so much. Lukia Nanami is turning 17. Her family has just moved to a town by the sea, and on her first walk down to the beach, she saves a handsome surfer from drowning. The next day, she's shocked to discover he's not only a classmate at her new school, but has no idea who she is, and insists he was saved by a mermaid. A new chapter in the saga of Mermaid Melody, Peachy Peachy Pitch, from the original artist, Pink Hanamori. Have you heard of this one?
The name was familiar to me, and then one of Colleen and my friends, Shiva, I think, was excited about this one because Shiva's really big with the like magical girl type of stuff. I don't know because, but she is, and this was something that she also likes. This one, the original one, the 7-volume series that ran from 2002 to 2005, was published by Del Rey. I don't know if it was physical or just digital.
I hope there's fan service in this. I'm just scrolling without a care in the world.
Oh, you hope that there's no fan. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a shoujo, so I don't think you're gonna get anything like that.
Oh, there's a shirtless dude. That's some fan service right there.
They took these nips away though.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
He's so cool. Okay. Sorry, I interrupted you. Continue.
Okay, there was physical back in 2006 and 2007 from Del Rey. So those are out there. I'm guessing that it's probably available digitally right now from Kodansha. But this one started in 2021, so it's been a bit.
Man, I don't remember this series at all. And you guys out there watching the show?
It's also got a really long running. It had 52 episodes of the original, and then there's a second series with 39 episodes. So there was quite a bit of the anime.
News to me. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. But look cool. I dig the art. It's fun.
Fake fan.
I know.
Fake weeb.
They're the mermaids. We are mermaids.
Really?
Nice.
It looks so. Like it has legs. Like they look like they have legs because there's like even a knee on there.
Oh yeah, over here.
Yeah.
I will say it's pretty cool to see so many mermaid themed books coming out because we had Mermaid Scales, What else? Mermaid. What's the Takahashi book?
Yeah, Mermaid Saga.
Mermaid Saga. Thank you. The was it from Glacier Bay Books that published the Mermaid one?
Yes. Yeah. I forget what it was titled.
Okay, so that's three, and I'm probably forgetting something else. And now this, I don't know. Maybe mermaids are having a resurgence. Who knows?
And then in Metalocalypse, Death Clock had a song called Mermaider.
I remember that song. Yeah.
It was like Mermaider, Mermaider, Mermaider.
Yeah. Wait a minute. The blood of a mermaid flows in your veins. That sounds pretty ominous.
It's metal.
It's pretty metal. Yeah. What the heck am I doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, I closed the reader.
What's our second Kodansha?
Oh my god, hold on. There we go. Got it. And the second book coming out is, you saw it on our thumbnail, Messiah Code Edge by, oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I did read the creator. Sorry, Pink Hanamori. Sorry. Messiah is by Akira Minazuki, Madoko Takadono, and the Messiah Project. Usually when it says project, it's just the huge staff that's working with them. This one comes out June 20th, and the other one comes out June 6th. So this one's already out. Messiah is about a mysterious, handsome young man working as spy pairs for a secret agency, the Church, are forbidden to love anyone but their partners. If they're to survive not only war, but the ghost of their tragic past, they must rely on one another to be there, because each other is all they have. Follow Eiri, Haku, Soma, and Shusuke as they battle their inner demons with the help of their partners in this peek into the Messiah Project universe. Never heard of this.
Project universe. Is there more? Like
the Messiah cinematic universe.
The MCU?
It's the MCU, yeah. Scrolled through some of the... I think we should be fine. Okay. I always get worried. We might get flinged. Somebody might complain. They're showing off nudity in a stream about books. What?
I think this is also a shoujo, because the magazine it comes from looks like it's a shoujo magazine. Policy.
Okay. I like the character designs. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. I want to see if there's any action scenes. Nope.
Not in the preview, but I mean, given that they're both holding guns in the cover, I would assume that there's some kind of action.
Yeah. Hopefully some cool shootouts. So there you go. Unfortunately, just two digital announcements. But yeah, if you're interested, read them, and maybe they'll consider putting them out on physical. If I had to choose, or if I were to guess, I think Peachy has a good shot at being put out in a physical edition at some point. Just my hunch. Peachy Pitch Aqua. That's odd. What's the difference between peachy and pitch? I don't know. So shout out to Kodansha for that. Give me a second here real quick. Because Next Imaginaut, thank you for joining. Has a... Actually, I'll get to it in a minute because it's a long comment. I appreciate that, though. Sorry. that was random on my part. I do apologize. I thought it was a question about something else, but it's regarding the topic we discussed earlier with overworking and all that stuff. I'll get back to everybody's comment in a bit. So one of the other big announcements from last week, I think it was last Friday night, Seven Seas surprised everybody by announcing box sets. They haven't done box sets, so this is brand new for them.
Yeah, I think it is the first time that they've ever done box sets.
I thought long and hard before making this show. I'm like, Did they make box sets before? I don't think they have.
I
So
thought short and soft about it, and I also came to the same conclusion.
I'm excited just for that reason, because of the idea that now they can release box sets of like popular series that they acquire. Why not? I'm not necessarily excited for the box sets announced because I have most of this, but still cool for people that don't have it. Let's go over here to Seven Seas from their website. Send me the press release. Seven Seas to release 4 box sets. We're getting Ancient Magus Bride, which I am collecting. Made in Abyss, which I'm not collecting, but that's cool, so now I can get it. Die Dark, which I am getting, and Orange, which ended, but that's cool. So Seven Seas is thrilled to announce the upcoming release of special box sets for 4 best-selling series in time for the holidays. They will all be cool additions, I guess. The first one for Ancient Magus Bride will be Season 1 box set. So they're following, is it Kodansha that does season box sets?
Yeah.
Right. They're following that format or that branding, I should say. Season 1 box set, which should contain volumes 1 through 9. It will be released in November for $120. Made in Abyss Season 1 box set will have the first 5 volumes released. These are all coming out in November. Okay. For $70. That's not a bad price, I guess. Die Dark will have the first 4 volumes from Q Hayashida, and I believe most of them will have posters or double-sided posters as extras, which I'm not a fan of, but whatever. And Orange will have volumes 1 through 7 in a deluxe edition box set. I don't know what does it. Do they mention it here? Original format. Oh, the original 7 volumes now contained in a beautiful box also includes a set of 8 postcards. See, that's a little bit better.
So that one is the most notable of the group, the Orange one, because Orange, the original series was 5 volumes and it was released in 2 omnibus out here.
Yes.
And then there was 2 additional volumes.
Spin-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got those out here in singles. So this is the first time that those original 5 are going to be separated. So people who don't want the fat omnibus editions, this box set will be the first opportunity to have those 7 as they were, as it said, originally published. Plus you get the 8 postcards. And the price point on this one at $80, 7 volumes, that comes out to what, about $11.50 each or something like that, like less than $20 each. So the price point of a standard volume from Seven Seas is usually like $13, $14. So that one you're actually technically saving a good amount.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, yeah, a little less than $11.50. On the other hand, I think Die Dark and Made in Abyss are both the same price for their individual volumes when I looked it up. And the what's it called? The other one is actually Ancient Magus Bride is actually $3 more than just buying the single volumes. So I know $3 is not a lot, but I like Kodansha box sets, the ones that, since we were talking about them, they're usually like the exact same price to the penny as buying the individuals. And so you get the exact same price. You get books, a box, a dumb poster, whatever it is.
Yeah.
In the case of something like Sweat and Soap, you get smelly stickers or soap sheets.
Soap sheets.
And it's like the same price, right? But for Viz, their box sets, they usually are like, what, 10 to 20% cheaper than buying the individual volumes.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you don't care about the box or the bonuses, the Viz box sets are usually pretty nicely worthwhile to like try and wait for. But Seven Seas is not going in the right direction with any of this, except for Orange. That's the only one that like I would say. But if you just want something to, they're coming in time for the holidays, like it said. And if you just want to have a nice little gift box to give someone, then yeah, these are great.
I think the best sellers are going to be Ancient Magus Bride. and orange.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Dye Dark is harder to get into because it's so macabre in its art. And Made in Abyss, I think a lot. This is just me. I think the anime is a little bit more popular than the original source material.
I think also because Die Dark doesn't have an adaptation, so it's not gonna like people aren't gonna care as much about it.
Which is a shame. Because
Yeah.
that book has crossword puzzles in it. Dang it. That's one of my favorite extras of any manga that I've ever read. I love it. I haven't done it, but it's cool to have.
Q Hayashida is like the best with all the like random shit she throws into her books.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I wonder, Bean Queenie, thank you for the comment. I wonder if Seven Seas will later do a Tokyo Revengers box set with the singles instead of the omnibus.
If they did, I think that they should double down and not just do it with the singles, but put the singles with the dust jackets so that you get the, because I don't know, Gio, if you know this, but the Japanese editions, on the outside of the dust jacket, there's a different image than the cover of the book on the dust jacket.
I did not know that. Cool.
So it would be cool if they like doubled down and gave you all of the above or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the 2-in-1s personally. For me, like in that trim size, 2-in-1s are the perfect length, like about 400 pages. Great for me. But I know a lot of people love the single volumes, and that's why I knew that orange would be popular among those releases.
H Field, I was considering getting the Die Dark box set, but if I'm understanding correctly, is it more expensive?
It's like 3 cents more expensive.
So essentially, you're buying the individual volumes, and just a little bit more for the housing of the box set. Now, maybe we got to see how they look. Maybe the material used is 10 times better than the ones Viz uses. That could be it. Because it says here on, what was it, Made in Abyss?
Math was off.
All cased in a beautiful box. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've never liked the Viz boxes, and I consider them ugly. So if you're willing to put that on your description, that it comes with 2 double-sided posters and a beautiful box, I'm inclined to believe you.
Yo, I was way off. I'm looking at the wrong price. Can you go down a little bit for Die Dark? Okay, so 54. Never mind. Okay. 54.99 divided by 4.
Die Dark has crosswords. Let me grab a book. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me grab a volume of it.
So it's the Die Dark box set is like $1 cheaper than buying the individual volumes. So I was a little bit off on that. Because each of the volumes is $13.99, and the cost for the box set, it comes down to $13.75 each. So it's a little bit cheaper.
So I got all 5 here, and I'll just do the first one.
Out of box. How dare you?
Here it is. Let me put up H Field's comment. Why not? So at the end of every volume, you get a crossword puzzle.
I've never done any of them. So
No, I don't want to ruin the book.
Well, I would probably just like write the answers down elsewhere and then do it myself. So
that is pretty cool. Yeah, some of the art, if you guys haven't seen it, I really like this one. It's a lot of fun. So yeah,
she's so good at like balancing the darkness and the humor and stuff, and like going from like scenes where it's like super silly to very serious back to being like very silly again.
Totally. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, more crossword puzzles. I think what they need to do next is what's the other one? Ward suit thing.
Like a jumble.
Yeah, we can find words and all that stuff. I'd be down for that.
Oh, word search.
Word search. Thank you.
That's what you're talking about. Yeah, that would be good.
I did a direct translation because in Spanish we know it as sopa de letras, which is word soup. So, my bad. So yeah, shout out to Seven Seas, but that's not the only Seven Seas news.
No.
Seven Seas news. Hold on, I don't have the tab for it. Sorry, let me look it up. I got it. They also announced, which is not necessarily for us on this stream, but what the heck, I'll talk about it anyways. They are doing they're copying. Who's the other one that's doing this? Yen Press.
Does Yen do audio? I know that they have.
I know somebody does audio books.
Maybe
Seven Seas launches new audiobook imprint Siren with 3 titles.
I never looked at the logo before, but now I'm seeing it's like once again with the mermaids and stuff.
Mermaid, yeah, good point. But it fits with them having a nautical theme with the ships. I get it. So the first 3 that they're doing here is Classroom of the Elite. Reborn as a space mercenary, I woke up piloting the strongest starship, and the Saint's magic power is omnipotent. If I were to recommend one of these 3, I would recommend this one. I really enjoyed the anime. I think I read a single chapter of the manga, and that was fun. But this is a cool series, a lot of fun. I do recommend it. Saint's magic power is omnipotent. It's an isekai, but it's a fun one. It's a pretty chillax series. I haven't said chillax in ages. Wow. Okay.
Also going to be voiced by Ash Ketchum.
Oh yeah, Veronica Taylor. She's voicing the narrator. Not voicing anybody. She's narrating. Sorry. So if you go here, Seven Seas audiobooks. This is the official website over here. There we go. These are the 3 volumes.
Hey.
So Classroom of the Elite. I think I've seen some of the anime. Space Mercenary, I don't know of it. I think we mention it all the time on the previews episodes. But this one's pretty cool. There you go. You can listen now to a sample. I'm not going to do that, but you can check it out on Overdrive, BN Nook, Bookwalker, Audible. So shout out to Seven Seas, expanding on that with audiobooks. Q Hayashida's Wild. I just read the first 2 volumes of Doro Hedoro and really loved it. The colored pages are so gorgeous and wonderful. Oh, grungy. Gotcha.
I'm going to say if you already love it from the first 2 volumes, you're just going to love it more and more as it goes. For me personally, and it is one of my favorite manga of all time. For me personally, it like really everything comes together in like volume 8. Like that's where you really start feeling the plot moving in a lot of really satisfying ways. So if you already love it by the first 2 volumes, you're going to absolutely be in love with it soon.
Speaking of Seven Seas, I forgot I got to talk about it because I put it in the thumbnail. Sorry. Let me open the link again.
Uno Mas from the Seven Seas.
Yeah, they had one Wonderful Wednesday announcement, and they made a huge deal out of it. And I was curious as to what it was. I had no idea of this series, but people were hyped, so that's cool.
Yes, they're one of my mutuals on like Twitter, TikTok, etc. Is a huge BL fan and collector, and she was extremely excited about them licensing Ennead. I'm guessing
Ennead. Is that how you pronounce it? Okay.
Ennead. It's a webtoon series by Mojito.
That's awesome.
It makes me thirsty. Boys Love is by ancient Egyptian mythology, and the cool thing about this one is there are 2 separate editions. One of them is a paperback that's rated older teens, and the other one is a hardcover that's going to be rated mature.
Ooh, spicy.
Take it away, Gio.
Let's see. Ennead by Mojito. The full-color boys love comic manhwa hit inspired by ancient Egyptian mythology. Oh my god, this is a long one. I'm going to speed it up. 9 powerful gods of ancient Egypt are known as the Ennead. When the god of war, Seth, kills his brother Osiris to take over Egypt, he ushers in an era of chaos and cruelty under his rule. The other gods are unable to fight Seth's power until centuries later, when a new challenger appears, Horus, the child of Isis. Horus is not yet even a full god, but he's backed by other deities to dethrone Seth and bring an end to the many years of bloodshed. The conflict between Seth and Horus that begins as a series of trials warps into a complex web of deceit, obsession, and even desire. This is as you said, the paperback edition will be released for the first time in English in November of this year for $22.99, with a series available in large trim editions of approximately 300 to 350 pages each. That's a lot of Ennead and Mojito. And then the mature hardcover edition will set you back $29.99. Also, large trim editions with the same page count of 300 plus pages. Also coming out in November. So, yeah, you can get some safe for work spice or some not safe for work spice. You get to choose. You are the master of your own domain and fate. So, I had never heard of this. Honestly, because I don't read a lot of manhwa, webtoons, webcomics, or whatever, but sounds cool. Whatever.
So an Ennead is how I just had my computer yell at me. Is how it's pronounced. The Ennead is the group of 9 deities from mythology. Actually, referred to from Moon Knight. In Moon Knight, they talked about it in the show.
Yo, they should do a crossover. Mark Spector and these guys.
BL Mark Spector.
Yeah, why not?
Let's see. I'm trying to see how long the series is, if it's done or not.
Here's the cover for that, if you guys are interested. Actually, I have the app. Is that available on the app? Can I read it?
It's on Webtoons. It's apparently still ongoing.
Let's check on my phone. Blah, 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 blah. Not this, not that. You know what I've been reading? And this is unrelated to our show, but whatever. I talked about it on the Monday show. I started reading the Zatanna webcomic, Zatanna and the Ripper.
Uh-huh.
And that's been fun. I dig it. I'm like 20 chapters in or whatever. That's fun. It's an isekai with Zatanna in 1800s against Jack the Ripper. You said it's not Ennead, it's Ennead?
Ennead.
Ennead. There we go. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Hold on.
Finding the spice.
This series contains adult themes and situations that are recommended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Proceed to view content? Yes, of course. I'm an adult. Dang it.
I'm a big boy.
I'm a big boy. I can read this stuff. What? How do I? Oh, I got to scroll down. Okay. What's up? I can show this. Oh, this is in another language. That's why it's not up to date.
There are physical editions in like Korea and I think other places.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm wondering is if these are single volumes, because if so, there's like at least 6 volumes out physically, or if these are going to be like 2-in-1s or something, because it said 300 pages. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just spitballing out here. I don't know anything about this series. The artwork's really great.
Yeah, I like the artwork. For some reason, all I'm getting are like international versions in other languages, not in English or Spanish.
Hold
on. Let me get down to the bottom of this. Oh, look at that. Yo, that's cool. Man, I gotta make room to start reading stuff like this just for fun. You can't really see it that well, but they look pretty cool. Character designs. Okay, there you go. Shout out to Seven Seas for making it happen. Friends of the channel with the wonderful Wednesdays. So that's cool. Shout out to Mojito as well. The next thing I wanted to mention on the show is that Hiro Mashima is launching a new manga. And for once, the character design does not immediately remind me of Fairy Tail, Eden Zero, and Rave Master. Although it kind of looks like it could be there, but kind of not.
Dude, it looks like Haru. He's got this time he's got blonde instead of white hair.
Okay.
He still looks like everyone else. He's got slightly darker skin and like yellowish hair.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I see it, but like, it's not like when you look at what's his name from Eden Zero, Shiki. It reminds me easily of the other stuff, but with this, I don't know. It could be just me, but yeah, it's Mashima. You know, Mashima's also doing video games now, so that's fun. He's a huge nerd for gaming.
I saw that announcement too. I'm looking at the picture of his manga Heroes, where it's like all five of them together, and yeah, there's like it's like the hair color, and then like Natsu's eyes are a little bit like his pupils are. Well, no, Haru has bigger pupils than the rest of them. The others look meaner than Haru, but it's basically and Natsu doesn't have all of his hair down in his face, but for the most part, they're the same.
The dark fantasy manga story centers on Dead Rock, another demon king, a training institution towering in the depths of the demon world. To knock down the door of Dead Rock, a young demon named Yakuto takes on the challenge of the harsh entrance examination. I gotta be honest, all of this I've heard before on different things. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe people will like it. But yeah, Dead Rock. I've been really enjoying Eden Zero, and I think that's Rave Master and Eden Zero are my favorite works of Mashima so far. So yeah, season 2 has been a lot of fun of that Eden Zero adaptation.
And I heard some people saying that Eden Zero might be wrapping up in the next year or so.
Ooh, interesting.
I guess. But my guy is working on, so he has Eden Zero and he writes the sequel for Fairy Tail. I don't think he draws it, if I'm not mistaken. And then he's got this one coming out. And this new one's going to be monthly, so it is going to be kind of like 40 pages a month instead of 80 that you get for a weekly series.
I can't hear. Yeah. Sorry. I'm looking to highlight this, but I can't share the pop-ups. I need to switch back to my other browser.
No worries. But yeah, so my guy is working a lot, is the point, and I don't know when he needs to start taking a little bit of a break.
Do you remember? I think it was like a year or two ago, where he was finishing the manga or writing manga, and also finishing JRPG games, while also writing and drawing. I'm like, dude, you're a machine.
Dude, I can read manga while playing JRPG games.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to enjoy all of the products.
Jesus. He's a huge nerd for gaming. He made himself a game for Eden Zero, like a flash game or something that you can download in Japan. What is happening? Why are there... oh, no, wait, my bad. I have 2 browsers open, and I am so confused. Hold on. I'm a mess tonight. There we go.
Well, it's not sharing the taskbar or anything this time.
Yes, got it.
You figured that one out.
I figured it out, baby. Just wanted to share this from Azuki. They added new manga, 9 new manga. We talked about this a while back because they got like 100 and something new series or something crazy. So they've been dropping the release announcements every month. And for June, we got Deborah is My Rival, The Mermaid Prince, Love Me, My Knight, Hachiritsu, another love story between my trainee and I, Flower Demon Door of the Sakai Maya. Sakai Maya. That's a tongue twister. Gourmet Glutton, Ekikoi, the young Miss falls for the station attendant. Summerless by EBD. And one-shot manga. All these titles over here that I don't really care for. Interplanetary Intercourse. That sounds raunchy. Okay. 17 manga titles are available for various manga services in English, such as Manga Club and Bookwalker. So, yeah. Can I zoom in on this? There we go. I'm so smart. So, have you heard of any of these series?
I don't think so.
Deborah's My Rival. By the font, that looks like a shoujo manga because it's bubbly and pink. Gonna take that educated guess. The Mermaid Prince, another mermaid. What? I just realized it's another freaking mermaid. What is happening?
Mermaider.
Warren, let's go. Demon School manga. Heck yeah. I'm excited because you're excited. And I think I had one other thing here. Hold on. Nope, I do not. But I can tell you guys.
Well, one other thing as far as more news stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
There was it popped up on ANN when you were looking at it, but the Hananoi anime announcement, a condition called Love, is that's one of the really popular shoujo titles. Is at the top on the thingy that like scrolls across the top.
Oh,
go to the left.
No.
That one. A condition called Love, shoujo manga. Colleen's not here to talk about it, so I got to make sure that we do cover it. And I've been reading the manga as well, the physical release at least, and it has been fun. So yeah, it's 16-year-old first year who's ambivalent about love, preferring instead to have a lively life with her family and friends. She sees her schoolmate Hananoi-kun sitting in the snow after a messy public breakup. She thinks nothing of offering to share her umbrella. When he asks her out in the middle of her classroom the next day, she can't help but feel that her life's about to change in a big way. So it's a school romantic comedy type series. Hananoi is my impression of him. He's a huge dork. Like, he doesn't really understand relationships, and I know some stuff happens later on where you kind of learn why he is that way, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's interested. But he's just really weird and awkward about their relationship, and it comes off as him initially being like, I don't even know the words to like use here, but he comes off a certain way, and reading it, I could tell immediately. I'm like, he just doesn't understand romantic relationships at all. Like, and I got it. Like, I got it, and so it's good. The manga is coming out from Kodansha right now. They're publishing it physically. The 3rd volume just recently came out. So this is exciting. Colleen would be sure to say something about how there's not a lot of shoujo manga adaptations that come out. So it's always exciting when one does come out. There have been a few in the past season or so, but even though there are technically more There have also been more anime coming out in general in recent seasons, so the
Mhm.
percentage of those that are shoujo are actually less. So even though we are getting a few, and I'm like restating some things that Colleen and our friends were talking about, so that everyone here can hear it, because I know that they'd say it. So even though we are getting a few more than typical, technically we should be getting even more to keep up with the amount of other stuff that's coming out. But yeah, so this is exciting. Every shoujo fan super excited about it. If you want a new rom-com, this is going to be a cool one to check out.
I will check it out because on my channel I watch all the seasonal anime, so by default I will check it out. I'm excited. Yeah,
Addicted to Love is the subtitle. Might as well face it, you're oh, I'm gonna get a strike for that.
it's a joke, but it has happened where the algorithm thingy that they use for like copyright detects the pattern and flags the video. It has happened before, not to us, but to other people. Yeah, that's cool. I dig it. Oh, hey, wait a minute. What's the other one I'm excited for? I even tweeted about it. I said, heck yeah, because I'm not going to curse.
Yeah, the one that I told you to read.
And I have not, because I plan. I want to get it. I want to buy the volume instead of reading it online on the tablet or whatever. What's the one I'm thinking of?
I keep forgetting the title. Dark whatever. The one
I got it on my wish list on InStock Trades. Sponsor, Dark Gathering, Volume 1. There we go.
I was like, what the frick is the second? I keep forgetting what the full title is. I'm like, Dark Horizon, Dark whatever.
Dark Gathering, Volume 1. Yeah, so it is getting, sorry, it got picked up on High Dive. So I'm really excited. Can't wait. The animation on that thing from the trailers and the visual keys and all that stuff looks great. So I'm really excited. And I'm gonna get the manga too, because I'm a dork.
It's good though.
Yes.
I mean, I recommended it to you specifically because I think I was like, this is a Geo book. Geo's gonna like this one.
I believe you 100%. You know me by now after so many years, so I trust you. I will read it. I will love it. It looks awesome. Did you know about this? The late Yuki Hiji's assistant is finishing the story of Locke.
I assume it's Locke.
Locke, the Superman aspiration. So it's pretty wholesome and nice. I read that, and it's a shame that Yuki passed away last year. But we are going to get the conclusion to that. And Nisekoi is back with a new epilogue set a decade after the main story ended. So everything old is new again. Cells at Work has an illegal spinoff that I did not know about until I read this article right here. It ends in its 4th volume in September.
Legal, straight to jail.
It's about a dude that takes drugs and is suffering from violence.
Lord.
Just like Code Black, but more sadder.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like the extreme version of Code Black.
Rusted Armors, Dawn, author Kaidi Shimotsuki. No, he's launching a new manga. This is obvious, not worth mentioning, but Eiichiro Oda is having eye surgery, so he's taking a month off, and people are going through withdrawal symptoms on Twitter.
My favorite part is the note he wrote where he was saying,
"Oh yeah, with the laser beams."
At the end, he's like, "I'll come back and shoot lasers out of my eyes."
Hell yeah, brother. So I thought there was something else ending here.
Kaiji goes on hiatus. Oh no.
Kaiji, and not Denpa, but the real Kaiji over there in Japan. They're going on a hiatus.
Kaiji's always on hiatus from Denpa.
Exactly. Let's see. There was something else that was ending that I wanted to talk about. What was it? This series is super cute, by the way. If you guys have manga up, Miss Shachiku and the little baby ghost is super adorable. It's like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, but not as perverse. It's more cute and wholesome. It's about an overworked office lady, and the office is haunted by a baby ghost. And she takes a liking to the main character, and they become friends. And she takes her home, and it's just cute adventures. It's a lot of fun. So, oh, sorry. So that's ending. This thing, I don't know what that is. What that is? Cinderella 9S. I assume it's a baseball manga. Oh, this one, Magical Girl Incident, which we talked about in the past on this show, and I know you've talked about it in your videos because you got a copy of that. The manga ends in the next chapter next month. Right? You did talk about this one. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, well, you are crazy, but not because of that.
Yes, love it.
That was so like 2005 Walmart t-shirt stuff. Like,
which one?
no, I'm saying like, me being like you are crazy, but not because.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's like the type of it's the same vibe as like 2005 Walmart t-shirts that say like, you know, I don't even remember. Don't talk to me before I've had my morning video game or something like that.
That, by the way, that conversation of 2005 Walmart shirts, that evolved into memes on Facebook and Instagram. Because you don't see that type of shirt anymore. And you see it online as memes now.
They do a lot of those shirts that are like really like the
quippy messages.
The memes that I see for like t-shirts is like when people make images for t-shirts that are like extremely specific.
Oh, I see.
It's like I'm a Capricorn who likes to go, and it's like something really like kind of gross. And they'll be like that likes to do whatever in the parking lot of the Cabela's.
H-Field. I already saw folks preparing themselves to go to war with anime onlys defending main male lead in Hananoi. LOL. It's going to be crazy. So, yeah. A lot of the books that we talked about, guys, I got some news for you. You can get it at our sponsor, and that's In Stock Trades. Your home for all things collected editions. You get omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more with great prices that's sometimes 50, 60% off. You got to check it out. You make an order of $50 or more, you get free shipping in the US. And if you order on a week-by-week basis, you get that sweet loyalty discount that adds an extra 2% to said order. Go to InStockTrades.com, buy some books, have some fun. Thank you to InStock Trades for sponsoring the show, Omnibros Live, here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. So shout out to our wonderful sponsor, IST. There you go. So before we start wrapping up, if you guys have any questions, anything, I'm going to scroll through the comments because Next Imaginaut wrote a thesis that I'm going to share here. And I say that jokingly and in good faith.
Like,
so I'm upset.
I was going to say, what was the really long one that you didn't?
Okay. Do you want to read it or should I read it? I'll read it. Whatever. Riley, that's the instrumental takeaway that the integrity of the work will suffer if the artist does in excess past a certain point, which is different for everyone, but the more important ethical takeaway and one that shouldn't need to be defended, but unfortunately has to be spelled out for these self-entitled toxic fans in question is that no art, no matter how good or important to any community or the artists themselves, is more important than fundamental quality of life, living healthy, sustainable, and full life, or one's life itself.
Yeah, I used a few too many words for that one. I that's my critique there. I'd probably give you a B+ for the thesis, but a little wordy. But yeah, that's the only reason I brought that, because when I tweeted, I put like 2 tweets, and then it was just me saying the basic, like, this is not good. I don't have to explain why it's not good, but it's not good. And the fact that people are calling him the GOAT here because of that is upsetting. And then I had like 3 people comment saying, like I mentioned earlier, where they're like, you know, it's just very like impressive or whatever they were saying, like to see that kind of thing. But the like I don't engage with
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
don't engage. So instead, like about an hour later, after seeing 3 or 4 people all like parroting the same thing, and like one person even saying like something about like I saw a podcast talking about how CEOs basically have a superpower that lets them work more hours than a normal person, and like I showed that to a friend, and they were like, "What podcast? Joe Rogan or something?" And so we started laughing at that. But anyway, so I added another tweet where I said, you know, a lot of y'all still don't care, and you still are saying, you know, how great he is because he's doing this. You obviously value creation over creator, and for those of you who still value creation over creator, that's where I put out the point that like, if that's all you care about, it's going to suffer because of his suffering.
Yeah. So there you go. I will say, thanks. I don't know what you said in all of that reminded me of one awesome announcement that I totally forgot and really wanted to geek out about with you. Hold on. I don't want to sponsor this website. Let me find a. Why is this in Spanish? Hold on.
Why not?
No, I don't mind, but like for the people watching, they're not gonna. Maybe they want to read it. Dang it! Whatever. Let's go to Game Rant. I didn't want to do it, but whatever. Shout out to them.
Is it Pokemon?
No, it's not Pokemon. It is.
Let's talk about the card, that 151 set.
Oh, that's sweet, but no, that's not it. Sandland is getting a surprise video game adaptation.
Yeah, what the heck? Where did that come from?
Out of nowhere, and I saw it. I'm like, wait, is that Sandland? Oh shit, it's Sandland! I got so excited. I started clapping when I watched the trailer announcement. I am super excited, and it sucks that I think I can share. Hold on.
I don't know, man.
Hold on. I can do this. Hold on. I'm gonna switch back here. I can just do this.
Peggy 12.
There's a lot of sand.
There's a lot of land.
There's a lot of land too. Oh no. Oh. Yeah. So it's like sharing screenshots. We're good. We're not gonna. I don't think we're. Yeah. So Sandland will feature a vast world, interesting characters, and explosive vehicular combat. The title is being developed by Shinjuku-based Ilka, company credited with works including Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Dragon Quest XI, Ace Combat, blah, 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 blah. So it's an action-adventure game. It's also being adapted into a movie, but I'm not huge into the visuals. I think it works best here as a game, in my opinion. I saw the trailer for the anime. I'm like, it's all right. Sunrise Studio, blah, blah, blah. The game is an action-adventure title that follows the story of the fiend prince Beelzebub and his companions as they search far and wide across the desert world for the legendary spring, the source of all water in the world, that is controlled by a greedy king. Yeah, so there's some combat. Very Mad Max-esque. Love it. Look at that. Sandland. So it's a resurgence. And I believe the book is out of print, right? The original manga?
Ooh, I wonder if tomorrow they're going to announce a new printing of it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Not like, but like a new version of it.
Yeah.
New trend, because the old one was one of the earliest Shonen Jump titles. So I'm sure like they could update the translation and some of the art in there and stuff.
Let's see. Also, the website that I wanted to share for those of you interested was Bandai, but it was throwing me to the Mexican website. I'm like, I'm not in Mexico. What's happening? Let's see. Speaking of Viz announcements, any idea if Rio will get reprints?
They did a little bit of reprint before Volume 15 came out, if not the whole series. So I would maybe see them reprinted again whenever volume 16 comes out. Oh, you know what sucks? Speaking of Inoue,
What?
a personal thing completely. Y'all know, like, Slam Dunk is my favorite series. I got, my boy over there.
Yeah, you got the poster right there.
Not Chewy, not Pikachu, but
3 goats or 4 goats in one picture. There we go. That's what's up.
Yeah, because then we got Jotaro. Anyway, the movie is debuting. The English, the US Canada debut, I guess, is happening at Anime Expo. I was planning on going, and I just found out like my time and day for the panel that I'm going to be on.
Yeah.
And my panel starts at 11:30 and goes until 12:20, and the movie starts at 12. And the problem is, like, I don't know if they're going to start the movie immediately at 12 or what, but the problem is once I get out of the panel, I'm probably going to be having to talk and shake a lot of hands with not like, I'm not saying that there's going to be like, oh my God, are you the Omnibus? No, I mean like the people that because I'm on a panel with like a few industry professionals, like Callista, my contact over at Yen Press, is on the panel. The VP of content from Webtoons is on the panel, and one of the someone from, I don't remember what their title is, but someone from Tokyo Pop. So once I get out, I'm probably going to be like, talking with them, and so it's going to be a while. Like if it's like last year, I'm going to be talking with people for a while after, so I'm going to miss it.
And there's no other showing, just that one?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything else. I think it's just a one-time thing.
Shoot. Why don't you tell them, like, hey, after we're done with the panel, can we all go to the movie together and we watch it? And then we can keep talking there.
I don't know how I guess I can look at a map, but like I'm in room 402AB, and I don't know where that is, but the other is in main events. Toei Animation and G Kids presents the first Slam Dunk North American premiere, subtitled from 12 to 2:20. How long is the movie? Is it, because that's how I can tell? Because I'm betting they would have like a Q&A after, if anything.
The movie is 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Okay, so they probably don't have anything. It's probably going to be like literally the whole. It's just going to be them getting everyone out of the room. Yeah, this room will not be cleared prior to the panel. This room will be cleared for the next panel.
But so G Kids is only doing that screening on Anime Expo? That's weird.
That's what I saw, because I looked up. Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule for the next. So that's on the 3rd, July 3rd. Which it would have been cool if it was on the 4th, because then it would be my birthday.
That'd be dope.
They would celebrate for my birthday. Next year I'm just gonna host a Slam Dunk panel. I'm just gonna do a Slam Dunk panel and be like, Slam Dunk, why it's better than any of your mid-ass series that you like.
You could host a panel. People would
go. Let's see.
The legacy and impact of Slam Dunk.
Slam Dunk.
Basketball history.
I don't know if I'm going to succeed this year in trying to like record or stream or whatever for the panel, but for anyone who might possibly be at AX, July 3rd, panel room 402AB, starting at 11:30 a.m. and ending at 12:20 p.m. is the You Gotta Read This Webtoon panel. So I'm going to be reading a little bit of Webtoons ahead of time because I only have read like a handful. But I wanted to join in because it was fun. Panel description. There's so much to discover in Webtoons, but what's worth reading? Hear from online influencers, that's me, and reps from top Webtoon publishers, including David Lee, VP of Content at Webtoon, Marian Microwavy Pena, podcaster at Saturday Night Shaggy, and Toonami Faithful, Riley Moore, vlogger at the Omnibus Collector. I'm a vlogger now. Kay Winters, marketing lead at Tokyo Pop, and Deb Aoki from Manga Splaining and Publishers Weekly. The list that Deb sent me, I think she's moderating, and instead of Deb, it's Callista from Yen Press, who's who's the other panelist, as they try to entice readers to check out their picks in rapid-fire recommendation rounds. Which means we're probably gonna. I think there's like 5 categories, and each of us has like a minute to give our recommendation in those categories.
Where? Let me. Is there pictures of you guys? Can I? I want to share that for the show.
I didn't get that this time. Like, I'll ask her if she has a little piece of promo art for it. But
yeah, we can pimp it out on this show. Why not?
I think
we had millions of people watching.
Last year, it was the best and worst manga panel, and that one is like, she's been doing it for many years, so it's one that a lot of people look forward to seeing.
Yeah,
I think that's why and this is a new one. Like, she just came up with more ideas. My panel was not accepted, unfortunately, and the bummer about it is not only was it not accepted, but they didn't even like reach out to me to tell me that it wasn't accepted. And I was like literally sitting waiting for them to say something, and then I had one of my friends like, "Hey, whatever happened?" I'm like, "I guess it's not," but it was like a bunch of us. It was gonna be like, kind of about being a creator in the manga and anime space, like social media content creator, cosplayer, all that kind of stuff. And like, we had a bunch of people that were going to bring different aspects.
So I'll tell you what, for your birthday, you could do RileyCon online, and you can host that virtual panel and have like on StreamYard, you can have 10 people on. That'd be pretty dope.
Well, I'm gonna be at the convention on the 4th, and then afterwards, I don't know. We might go to Disneyland or do something else, but we're gonna go out for my birthday on the 4th.
Well, when you get back home, you can stream the panel idea
on like the 6th. On the 6th, I'll get everyone together and we'll get on like Twitch or something.
Hell yeah! So that's cool, man. That's awesome. Excited for that. I won't be there, obviously, but I'm rooting for you. Even Berserk is for you, Riley. Slam Dunk better than Berserk?
Hell yeah! No
Nice.
question.
I have a lot of series that I like more than Berserk, but if I talked about them online, a lot of people would just clown on me and get mad. So I'm not going to say anything. I love Berserk. Don't get me wrong; it's a fun series. It's a fantastic series, but there's a lot of other series that I would read for Berserk.
Yeah, there's not many series that I would say are better than Slam Dunk. The only one that off the top of my head competes for me is One Piece, and the reason why, like, I don't. I can't compare. It's hard. I think I've talked about it here before. It's hard for me to compare a series that's completed to a series that's ongoing, because it's just a completely different nature of like knowing one thing as a full product and knowing like the other thing as an ongoing. So like the way you enjoy something that's ongoing is very different because you're constantly, it's the way that you enjoy the updates, how it keeps your attention, how it strings you along from chapter to chapter. Whereas the other one, a completed series, you look at it as how did it feel from beginning to end? How did everything come together and all that? And even though I know I've said before, like the ending of a series is the least important part of it for me. It's all about how it, starts, how it grabs you, and how it continues. The ending, whatever, but you still look at things very differently. That said, I think that the only other, and this is weird, the only other series that I think has an ending that is as satisfactory to me as Slam Dunk is PTSD Radio. And it's funny because
technically,
PTSD Radio is not really done. It's on indefinite hiatus. And Slam Dunk, a lot of people would argue that the ending was a non-ending itself as well. So they're both kind of in the same boats, but I love both of them because of the nature of like leaving it open.
Good answer. Gio, is that series Booty Royale? Come on, man. No, I got class, brother. I'm not gonna say what it is. Don't worry. Maybe one day if I'm drunk on a stream, I'll talk about it, but not now. Um, I wanted to share this before we go. We talked about Sandland. So this has been long out of stock, out of print, out of people's hands. And I searched while we were talking and could not find a single listing where I could buy it. Not on the Bezos, not on this site, not on our sponsor, not on eBay, nothing. I think I saw one, and it was somebody from Europe asking like way too much from cover price.
The
So it'd be cool to get a new edition of this.
the cover's different. I'm pretty sure the actual one is yellow.
Yeah. I don't know why they used that one, but I think it'd be pretty obvious for Viz. Like you got a movie and a video game. What better way to complement that with the original source material being re-released? So yeah. Any predictions you want to talk about real quick before we drop out of here for tomorrow?
Let's see.
So we come back next week and see if we got any of those right.
I did get thankfully I showed this to some friends, and one of them pointed out to me, because I put on their Pokemon Sun and Moon, and he said actually next is going to be Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and I was like, oh shit,
Omega Ruby doesn't have those. Yeah, that's true.
So he was correct. So now I have that. I have some basic things on here that you can expect. Like I put a Junji Ito book.
They're running out of those too. So
yeah, I think like a handful left. Not Kingdom. That's my free spot. Is that Kingdom will not get licensed.
Hell yeah.
And then some other basic like Star Wars, Marvel.
If it was a Junji Ito book, which one would you like to see? Rasputin?
One of the 3 remaining story collections.
Oh, the story. Yeah, okay. I was thinking Rasputin might be announced, just for fun.
There's dude, yeah. That honestly, that would be the biggest one for me is Rasputin the Patriot. But I think like what would make sense that I would be most excited about is the story collections, because there's only 3. Was it Headless Statues, the something Groaning Drain, and the Alley. So if one of those gets done, I'll be pretty satisfied. What else?
Coloring book.
Yep, I put a coloring/drawing book, an activity as a separate one, a Shonen Jump light novel, a Shonen Jump art/fan book. I might have to change this one, but I put Just Listen to the Song on there, not realizing that one shot was only 18 pages. So it's really not enough to put into its own book. I'm hoping for. I'm pretty strong about this one. I think we're gonna get Goku Rakugai, the one.
The one that
creating the gun and stuff.
That one's fun.
I'm hoping for a Takahashi reprint. I'm hoping that if they do it, it'll be Rumik World or Rumik Theater. You know, like her short story.
Yeah,
but they also could reprint the boxing manga 1 Pound Gospel in like 2 larger editions. So that's also possible. I put Taiyo Matsumoto on there because there's still a few things of his that we don't have, or a decent amount that we don't have of his. Or they could reprint Go-Go Monster or Blue Spring, since they are already reprinting Tekken Kincrete. Deranged Detective is getting an anime, so I'm hoping that might get a release. And then just some other, whatever.
We're not gonna get it. I made my peace with it, but I want to see Dragon Quest come back, because we're getting the video game in September, and it'd be pretty sweet if they'd be like, you're gonna give it another shot, and here's volume 6 of the perfect editions, deluxe editions, whatever editions.
Don't make your peace with it, make violence with it.
Yeah, Pokemon I would love to see. Please don't do the collector's edition, because I just started buying all the random volumes. So come on, man, at least hold off another year. I have little cousins that I can give them my copy, so it's no biggie. It'd be like, hey, I love you, so here's a gift. Here's some Pokemon manga. But I would like to see that. And what's the one I always keep mentioning? It's an old one. Oh my gosh.
You want the other one by the creator of Call of the Night.
Dagashikashi. Thank you. From Kotoyama. I love his art, so I want that to happen. But either way, I'm excited. Whatever they announce, we'll come back next week and see if we got any of that right. Hopefully, we do. I hope Basara gets reprinted. That would be fun. That would be pretty spectacular. And people would lose their noggins online if that happens.
Collective cool would be lost. I think that'd be
Yes.
great. I don't. If it does happen, I would feel stronger about it happening in the next round in October, because then they'll have more data from like the digital stuff.
The app. Yeah.
But I'm not saying it's impossible this time. That'd be fantastic if it does happen.
There you go. Well, that's it. That's all we got. We went on for a little bit longer because I wanted to at least cover that stuff since it's happening tomorrow on a Friday. Freaking biz. Come on, man. But thank you to everybody watching. We'll be back next week on Monday with hauls, previews, reads, all that fun stuff with the rest of the gang. And then on Wednesday, we got another comic book episode. And then Thursday, we'll be back with some manga news and fun hijinks. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. There we go. That's a Twitch thing, right?
Yes, I opened up OBS and I forgot that you would have the sound effects and stuff going, because after this I'm gonna try to figure out how to like do the guest person. So I might do a test stream tonight to be ready for tomorrow.
So if you guys, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Thank you to the sponsor, Stock Trades, for making it happen. Thank you to everybody watching in the chat. You guys are lovely as always. Thank you for all the nice comments and hanging out with us. If you're watching this at a later point in time, let us know what you thought of the topics and the episodes in the comment section down below. We would truly appreciate it. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe if you haven't. A lot of people might be watching this because it gets recommended, and they might not be subscribed. So hit the little subscribe button. Helps out a ton to keep growing the channel. Mr. the Omnibus Collector. There we go. Where can people find you when you're not here with us?
YouTube, where I have 2 new videos from this week: the buyer's guide for June that I uploaded on Tuesday, and the haul video for today, where I show the 200 plus new books that I got last month.
That's a lot.
What's crazier is like when I was putting it all down, I realized how much I read last month. That's what was crazy. I was like, because a lot of the ones that the series that I'm not caught up on, like I haven't read those like 5 volumes or those 5 volumes, but generally my plan is like when I do that, I try to read them before the next volume comes out.
Yeah.
That. So, but everything else, like there was so many new releases that came out also, and I was like, Jesus, I read all of that, plus some other stuff that I had to catch up on, like before other new volumes came out. So I read so much last month, and this month I'm doing pretty well as well already. Like I think I've read 20 to 30 books this month already, so we're doing good. Anyway, so those 2 videos are up. Instagram and TikTok, the Omnibus Collector as well. Twitter. Omni Collector, and twitch.tv/ the Omnibus Collector.
There we go.
May do a test stream tonight to get ready for the definite stream tomorrow. And then after the stream, because I'm going to work myself like Sui Ishida, after the stream, I have to record the YouTube video and then upload the video to YouTube covering all the news from the Viz releases.
Busy day tomorrow.
Yes. Gio, yourself, Manga Geekdom, tell them what you are.
I will be back next week with new videos. I kind of took a week off because I was feeling overwhelmed, but we're switching gears and doing that stuff again, so I'm excited. The Manga Geekdom, it's a channel. If you want to subscribe, help a brother out with that. You can also find me on Twitter, where I talk about video game stuff and manga. Instagram, where I post all my hauls and cool stuff I get. And TikTok, I don't use it that much these days, but if you want to follow me there, sure, why not? That's what? Wait a minute. What's my handle? Creature Gaiden on TikTok, but whatever. YouTube, Twitter. That's the important thing. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. God bless. Stay safe out there. Thank you for watching. We will be back on the next stream next week. Bye, everybody.